What's going on, guys? It's Phoenix back for another video. I'm actually going to do not a full-on proper review, but going to use the back-facing camera on my phone for this talky video about Titan's Return Perceptor. Yeah, he's just really freaking cool. I like him a lot. He was like one of two deluxes, I think, from his wave that I know that I really wanted. The other one being Topspin, who I've already gotten, and I've had for a little bit. But Perceptor is definitely really cool. Now, I'm one of those people who really thoroughly enjoyed the Reveal the Shield Perceptor from several years back, and thought that was a great reimagining of Perceptor. But if you want like a proper Classics-styled updated G1 Perceptor, this is probably going to be it. I've been using the Encore one that I've had for a while too as a stand-in for a proper G1 update, but this is now going to be like my updated G1 Classics Perceptor. And that's, granted, a very measurable benchmark to hit, but I think the Titan's Return one does a good job of hitting that in spite of the slight issues that it has. Those issues, let's just knock them all out of the park, because they are mostly in this mode. Unless you hear that click, the wrists do have a tendency to just kind of look awkward and kind of like be kicked in a little bit. I'm not a fan of the hollow forearms. Honestly, I feel like there could have been a better way to do that and have the wrists still fold out. I don't know. This huge chunk of hollow plastic right here, only so the wrist could fold out, really honestly kind of bugs me. Because if you do it more than this, it's very noticeable. And the entire upper arm is hollow too. And last I checked, yes, the Transformers we get are hindered by economy and production costs and all that, but we've gotten other figures in Titan's Return that don't have this glaring amount of hollow plastic that honestly shouldn't be hollow. I feel like this section in particular, the shoulder, could have been filled in during production, but I don't know, that's just me. Because it doesn't have any bearing on the transformation, this whole section in here being hollow. That just, I don't know, it kind of bothers me, if I'm being honest. The legs I can excuse because they are hollow due to the transformation to the basically fan mode. Also, wheel butt. Hashtag wheel butt. But I don't know, just like something about the hollowness in the arms does really bug me. And then on mine, my other issue, yay autofocus, is that this sliding joint right here, which is irrelevant to the transformation, is still a little bit too loose. There's a little bit too much play on either one. Like, I'll be messing around with him and the shoulder will droop. Can't talk. Like this assembly a lot in here with the microscope. That's just really cool because you can have it back like this, although that does get in the way of the arm posability. You can have it up to the side, you can have it raised up. He does come with a gun, but it's like your standard sniper rifle. I can't talk, jeez. And it looks too big on him, honestly. I just think it's a pack-in weapon that they are packing with him, just to have another gun out there in Titan's Return. I don't know. I've never really used a handheld gun with Perceptor other than with the Encore one. I've always just used this as his main weapon in the robot mode. The other issue that I have with Titan's Return Perceptor is that on mine, the Titan Master ball joint at the base of the neck was incredibly tight when I was pulling him out of Perceptor the first time. And that was just not a thing that happened. It was almost impossible to get him out of Perceptor, which again really affects the transformation. So I basically put him in Perceptor like this. The head rotated to one side, put the head in looking to the left, and then rotate the head forward, and that makes the connection less tight. I know other people have rotated the head backwards, as you have to do with some of these Titan Masters, and that's helped too. It's a weird known QC issue. The shoulder ball joints on convex here are also kind of tight on mine, so I just kind of splay them out a little bit. I honestly literally never have convex as his just base Titan Master like this form, unless I have Perceptor in one of his alt modes. Head on back, yeah, you know, it's like, I really like the Perceptor head sculpt. We didn't go over that, but it's really freaking good. I like it a lot. But yeah, Convex is just your standard unpainted Hasbro Titan Master. So let's just go and take this headless Perceptor that we have and do the transformation. Take this, slide it over there, all the way over on its little strut. I am kind of worried about this connection here breaking over time just because of the tension you have to put onto it, but hopefully it doesn't crack too long. Pull that entire section up, which is freaking brilliant. I like that a lot. At this point you want to rotate the arms forward towards you, fold in the wrists, and then basically rotate the arms like so. Do that again on this side. So you want to take the arm, fold it in the hand if you didn't, rotate it 180, bring it down on that wibble wobble joint. You can see how it works right there, and it'll just kind of rest in that groove. I do kind of wish there was a way for these to tap into this platform, and honestly there could be, but there just isn't on mine. Since we're going to the base alt mode first, the microscope mode, lift up one leg, rotate it at the thigh. You can see the thigh swivel there. And then you just want to rotate it like so at this joint right here. So you can see these panels kind of slide to the back. You want that tab to go into a hole right there, more or less. Now it's more of a soft connection on mine than anything, but it does still connect and he does still stay in as a microscope. Then you just want to take the foot, hold it down like that. Obligatory Titan Master interaction peg. Okay. Same thing on this side. Lift, rotate, rotate, and loosely tab in. It's just a matter if you line it up and you just kind of push it in there, it'll kind of like a friction stay. I think it's just the slight tolerance on mine being a little bit off. And then you set them down. Take this section, bring it down, like so. And then you take the microscope and just bring it down like that. And there you have Perceptor in his microscope mode. Yeah, really accurate, really cool. I like it a lot. Again, honestly, just my issue with this mode is that these sections right here on either side don't really completely tab in as well as they should. I just think it's a tolerance issue on mine. They just don't line up as well as they should and all of that, like I literally just said. But it's really cool. The only interaction with Convex in this mode, though, is on those obligatory Titan Master pegs on either leg, or you can rest him on here, which is usually what I do. So just kind of bend him there, like he's sitting. I'm doing this through the camera, which is weird. And just kind of rest him on the stage. Or you can have something like this happen, where you have an actual microscope inspection going on, because I feel like I had that a little too down. And you can have Perceptor being pervy. He's literally staring at his own Titan Master's crotch. That's just, I don't know. But obviously you can position him and make it less weird, like inspect what's going on, yeah. So there is a play pattern here, which is really cool. And obviously that works with any Titan Master, so I don't know. If you're doing some like fictionalized story in your head where somebody's Titan Master is injured and Perceptor needs to inspect the damage, there you go. There's your play pattern. Set Convex off to the side. Perceptor's other mode. We're going to leave this like this, and there's honestly not much different that we have to do. And this is the original Perceptor, and the Encore release had it. And it was just kind of like a third mode of fan mode. Not really a fan mode, because it was a known mode. It was a holdover from Diaclone, because Perceptor was a Diaclone figure originally. So you want to take the leg. It was tapped in like this. Rotate it, untap it, and then rotate it 180. And then you want to bring it up again on that thigh swivel. And you want this angled tab to go into that exact same port that was on his shoulder, right there. Sorry, that was incredibly awkward to show off. So again, let's see if I can't get this to line up slightly better. Again, this is just it's a minor nitpick on mine. So we'll just show it from this angle and make it better. Crotch shot! Sorry. Anyway, take the leg, untap it, rotate it 180 so these parts face towards what was the chest of the figure and all that. And you want to literally just swing this panel up so that diagonal tab goes into that spot on the shoulder. More or less. Again, on mine, it doesn't quite do it. Just the connection's a little bit wonky. There we go. It more just rests on mine than anything. So there's that. Oh. Then you want to take these sections. It helps if you flip up the feet, but you don't need to. You want to take these sections, rotate them forward, and just kind of get them like that. It's hard to describe, but you got your wheel section. It's more just like they have to slide under the feet, and the feet have to come down over them. It's a weird, like, friction thing that you're just gonna have to work. So the foot's over it, but then you still have to push it up. So it's kind of weird. It's not entirely the most natural feeling thing. So there's that, and we pretty much are done with the tank mode. Next thing you do is just angle this, and you can bring this back a little bit, so that way that looks more natural, I guess. And yeah, there you go. Tank mode. The other thing you can do is if you want a full-on, like, tank thing, you can rotate that around the microscope proper and use this as a, telescoping, Canon thing. But generally, I leave it like this. So, yeah. Take convex, and then there aren't any Titan Master pegs here. There isn't any real way for him to tab in, so you just do kind of have to rest him. Have him standing or just kind of rest him awkwardly against this. See if I can't get this to work better, because I have gotten him to stand a couple times. There we go. And there you go. Perceptor in his tank mode with convex, roughly looking where he should be aiming or whatever. I like it. It's cool. Definitely really happy with Titan's Return Perceptor, and fully recommend him. Probably not exactly retail, because I think retail is still a little bit steep for these deluxes, especially Perceptor with his hollow arms, but he's really good. I like him a lot, and definitely suggest you give him a shot if you're on the hunt for him. So, thanks for watching, guys. As always, I'm Phoenix. I'll see you in the next one.